enjoyable to use. Anyone who has ever used a website or an app knows the feeling of frustration that comes with waiting for a slow loading screen. UX/UI designers have long been searching for ways to make the waiting experience more pleasant for users. One of the trends is the use of skeleton screens, which are placeholder pages that load the content in phases. They comprise lightly colored shapes, lines, and text that outline the structure of the page before the final content loads in its place. With skeleton screens, users can see where exactly the content will appear. As a result, users perceive loading time as shorter in duration when shown a skeleton screen compared to animated spinners. The thumb zone is a term used in mobile interface design that refers to the area of the screen that is most easily reachable with one-handed use. It is based on the natural movement of the thumb when holding a mobile device, and designers use it to ensure that important interactive elements are placed within this zone for optimal accessibility and usability. The most easily reachable area is typically located in the lower half of the screen. This is because most people hold their phones with their dominant hand and tend to use their thumb to navigate the screen. By placing important elements such as buttons, menus, and other controls within this zone, designers can improve the user experience and reduce the likelihood of user errors. Tap Target is an interactive element on a touchscreen device that can be tapped by the user to perform a specific action, such as opening a menu or submitting a form. Common examples of tap targets include buttons, icons, links, checkboxes, and form fields. The size and placement of tap targets are crucial in mobile design because they affect the ease with which users can interact with an interface. Designers must ensure that tap targets are large enough to be easily tapped by fingers of various sizes, while also providing enough spacing between targets to minimize the risk of accidental taps. The minimum recommended tap target size is around 48 pixels. While an icon may only have a width and height of 24 pixels, you can use spacing to bring the tap target size up to 48 pixels. Designers are always looking for ways to improve the user experience of their products. One important way to do this is to get feedback from users. User feedback can help you identify areas where users are having difficulty or are unsatisfied with the product. There are a number of different ways to collect user feedback, such as surveys, interviews, and focus groups. Here are just a few reasons why you should collect feedback from your customers. 70% of companies that deliver best-in-class customer experience collect customer feedback. ESPN.com revenues jumped 35% after they incorporated suggestions from their community into their homepage redesign. One satisfied customer can lead to 9 referrals. On the other hand, 13% of unhappy customers will share their disappointments with more than 20 people. A simple way of getting feedback from your users could be integrating a Typeform survey on your website or app. Questions to ask will depend on your use case. But here are some general examples. What would you like us to improve? What features would you enjoy in the next update? What things do you like or dislike the most about your current experience? By getting feedback from users, you can make sure that your products are meeting user needs and improve the overall user experience. Good designers focus on creating designs that minimize the number of clicks needed to navigate the site. By reducing the number of clicks, users can quickly find the information or content they need without becoming frustrated. There are a number of ways you can achieve this. For example, remember users' delivery addresses and payment details for faster checkout. Show users their last purchases to allow them easily order again during the next visit. Minimize the number of mandatory information you collect during sign-up, and use Search Autocomplete to suggest search results. In UX/UI design, white space refers to the empty areas of a page or screen. It is the space between elements, and it can include margins, paddings, and gutters. While it may seem counterintuitive, white space is an important part of any design. It can help to create a visual hierarchy, direct attention, and improve legibility. In addition, it can make a design appear more spacious and less cluttered. Don't take the white space literally. Contrary to the name, white space doesn't just apply to the color white. Instead, it applies to any areas of a design not taken up by other elements, such as text, photos, or illustrations. UX/UI designers need to be careful and thoughtful when using color in their designs. Color can have a big impact on how users perceive and interact with a product, so you need to use it carefully. Too much or too little color can be off-putting. and the wrong colors can create a jarring or confusing experience. You should also take into account the different meanings that colors can have in different cultures. For example, white is often associated with purity and freshness in Western cultures, but it can represent death and mourning in Eastern cultures. In the second quarter of 2022, mobile platforms account for 58.99% of overall web traffic. Given this significant mobile usage, designers must focus on delivering seamless UX on mobile devices. As such, if your product isn't mobile optimized, users are 5 times more likely to abandon it. Keep in mind that search engines are your visitors too, and they scroll through both the desktop and mobile interfaces. A mobile-friendly website hugely impacts SEO ranking.